Chemistry experiment bakers, funnels, immortal, impossible, and various chemical compounds. Chemical smiled beaker of a yellow liquid, half full.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Ah, okay, so try. The murderer did not turn the gas, but put something inside of it. Key holder. Keys to all apartments as well as to the basement. Another candle, mysterious one. Candles, unused white candles. So here's like unused. I mean, he wasn't here in the night. That's weird. Standard screwdriver.
Now that I've seen this, I should ask more questions.
Yeah, why do you have a screwdriver, caretaker? It's like very weird for a caretaker.
Mr. Cashin's dead. Difficult to believe. He led a quiet life. Out at concerts most nights, shut up in his room writing the rest of the time. He must have been a lonely man. My wife felt sorry for him and helped him as often as she could.
Yeah, I got the right. Indeed. And I got Nicolic OMZ. Gloves.
I'm in charge of the running and upkeep of the whole building, so I can get dirty now and then. I was just doing some work in the basement.
What?
I'm in charge of the running and upkeep of the whole building, so I can get dirty now and then. I was just doing some work in the basement.
But your clothes are clean. What the hell?
I forgot to put it away after I fixed Mr. Golden's music stand yesterday morning. I left it there, and he came to give it back.
Yeah, that's actually like funny thing, because whenever I play Assassin's Creed, when I was playing Assassin's Creed Rogue, I got raided also at times. With Unity, it did not happen. Genshin, no way. But with Assassin's Creed, there's always some raids. Gas line.
The gas quit working yesterday. I don't know enough to fix such things safely myself. A man from the company is going to come by tomorrow.
He's weird, I don't think he did this. Okay, the basement. I wanted to go to the basement. Chemical.
Ah, yes, be careful with that. It can be dangerous. It reacts badly with heat.
That's it.
Yes, be careful with that. It can be dangerous. It reacts badly with heat.
Okay, continue investigation. That means we're still missing something somewhere. Okay, we're outside. Basement. And okay. This is basement. There is still one thing here. Call life extrusion. The light won't turn on. Okay, of course. Okay. 5 people. She's like caretaker. Sooty clothes. Sooty clothes is like clean? What's a sooty word? And he has like he was a dirty clothes here. Sculpted collectibles illustration 23. Monday popular concerts. Thematic. Queen Elizabeth attire for the Royal Thanksgiving on the defeat of the Spanish Armada. Okay. Progression look. Secrets of London. How many secrets are in Westminster? Buckingham. Wow, there is still something left later. Okay, the dreadful crimes. So what do we know? There's like Mrs. Bloomfield. She's the neighbor to the victim. Claims Cashan saw Mr. Hanman almost every day. Professes to be scandalized. Last night claims she sat in the chair, knitting, then fell asleep and opened the window to clear her head. She didn't hear anything unusual. I mean, like, I can't believe her. Candles claims that after the lights went out, Mr. Golden handed out candles to everyone. Golden. And he's a musician. Claims he barely knew the victim. Claims he uses candles to create an ambience. Claims he was giving a recital. Can be corroborated by the audience. Was it that guy? Mr. Hammond, caretaker, sooty clothes. Okay, let me check that my English sucks here. Translate. I think it's important. Sooty. Okay, so okay. So they are actually dirty. Appears surprised that Mr. Cashan is dead. Notes Cashan was sniped. Also claims that Mrs. Hammond spent time with him. Huh? Ah, okay. The lady outside of the room. States that he is in charge of the upkeep of the apartment building and therefore gets dirty. Claims he has been working in the basement. So what if it was like accident, but still? Screwdriver claims he left the screwdriver in Mr. Golden's apartment. Mr. Golden returned it. Claims that the gas stopped working. Claims he personally lacks the knowledge to fix it. Mrs. She's the housekeeper. Okay, confessed love for vacation, so no. But I mean, I'm Bloomfield. Okay, claims Cashan would come home undrunk. He was kinda. He was coming into the house through the chimney to meet the woman at night. What? Santa Claus? There's no Santa Claus here. Oh. Mr. Bloomfield claims chemical is dangerous when exposed to heat. States that the music belongs to Mr. Golden. Says that Golden was allowed to rehearse in the apartment alone. Implies that Cashan had numerous romantic liaisons to the point of making Bloomfield jealous. But if he actually was jealous, he wouldn't like tell. So I think it's not him. Like, I don't think it's any of the women. Mrs. And so there is like David Golden, musician. He said like he barely knew the victim. I didn't believe it. Probably there is a proof for it. He claims that uses candles to create an ambience. That's maybe. And Mr. Hammond, he said that actually he borrowed the screw to Golden, but what if Hammond want to push the blame into Golden, and it actually was a Hammond. So yeah, here like sooty clothes. So he was actually doing something with the gas gas tank. In David Golden room we found, where is it? The Golden room, clothing. very dirty with soot also. So what the musician was doing next to Geste is the tank. And he was actually like white shavings on the floor, appears to be wax. So that only means that he was moving with the candles that were lighting. Okay, there are the music string quartet number 6 in F minor. Where's a occasion room? Is there anything related to this? I don't see. You're like, nope, nothing. In particular, the solo performed by the first violin was a disaster. Okay, violin. Violin string box. That's it. That's our killer. That's it. So the golden on the middle floor. You. Accused.
He destroyed an entire orchestra. All those musicians put out of work. A rancorous old man who had no talent or creativity of his own.
I suspect there was more to that mystery than meets the eye. I'm going to look into
me too.
it.
Like we saw, I mean, he was the only musician, so we could. But still, I thought there was something more. Looked into die. So weak was the pen of Byron Casher that it brought down an entire orchestra. Scathing review upon scathing review eventually led to the demise of the Aldwych Chamber Orchestra. Perhaps Mr. Cashan was distracted by his irregular friendship with his caretaker's wife and did not realize that one of his neighbors was the first violinist with the ensemble that his reviews had destroyed. That very same Mr. Golden constructed his revenge with care, taking advantage of his access to a screwdriver and a key. Golden fashioned a poison candle using an unusual chemical found in the basement. This is something else. So he poisoned the candle, broke the gas tank. He turned off the gas, and the mains and handed the candles to his neighbors, ensuring that his enemy, Mr. Gashin, received the candle of death. Critics beware. That will happen. Done it. Okay, let's go and do Charles Darwin memories. Can we go there somehow faster? Yeah. One more thing. Need to go. So, Choppy, it wasn't Santa Claus. It wasn't Santa Claus. We want God first to train, claim our money. So I was wrong this time. Yes, this time. Maybe with another dreadful crime, we can figure out something.
Seems a letter has come for Jacob.
Oh, look at that, a letter for Jacob. Unexpected. Whoa, the yellow. Move. There is a yellow chest over us. New brass knuckles. I don't think they are good at all. Let's go. Change of plans. Dickens memories. See? Where is like that? Changing plans of missions like unexpected delay. You never know. Charles Dickens. And right, left, there. Okay, this is actually one of the worst places to start. Because I'm trying always to avoid jumping for some reason. Scare bullies. Are you scared? Yeah, I hope so. And Card even completed. Yeah, let's go. Lord Nielsen. Recollection. The Ghost Club investigates the circumstances that led to the arms of the confused assassin.
Have you truly no recollection of the events that landed you in a cell?
My mind is blank, save for the glint of a silver object, the toll of a bell, and a presence of some sort.
A glint of silver and a tolling bell. Hey.
Oh,
I must say, you look very tired.
say that.
Yes. I'm so very, very tired.
Abby broken. Abby's broken.
Now you're going to do a little job of work for me, aren't you?
Now I'm going to do a little job of work for you.
You've cost me a bit of money, mate. So I think it's only fair that you replenish my coffers with donations from the good people of London.
Oh, donations from
You will
good
steal
people from
money
me.
for me, won't you?
Yes. I will steal money for you.
Yes, I'm going to steal from rich citizens some money. 100 meters, and so let's go. New database entries. I'm gonna read them in a moment. Just there's a letter. There's 12 letters. Okay, sir. Do you have some money with you? The policeman was looking, but you're a Dodger. It's a Dodger. Oh, come on. Good, actually, I'm stealing from the rich people and it's not like £5. Like, what? Stealing £5 of the rich people. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, lady, give me a £5. How dare you? Give me back my £5. I mean, stealing is always wrong, but 35,000 pounds we have on us right now. And we're stealing £5. What? Speak to the hypnotist. I have your money.
Good. Very good. Now, we can't have criminals like you roaming the streets. You will surrender to the police, won't you?
Yes, I will surrender to the police.
Oh, and when you do, you're going to do a silly little dance for them.
Revert.
I say, you gave me a terrible fright. Muttering about a man named Ezio.
Oh, Ezio.
I was hypnotized by Enzio Capelli, not a demon after all. Nor Italian, for that matter.
Okay, I'm going. Okay. Why are we starting your dialogue with such a delay? Like, another jumper? What happened here? Damn, there are so many jumpers here. Do we have anything new? Yeah, things that actually like kinda poor. There's like something that's actually better, but I'm not sure if we want to waste some money though, even we have like thousands of it. Database, encyclopedia. Locations. The Strand. Scotland Yard. Where was it? We were in Scotland Yard. This plot of land and the castle that stood here was given to King Kenneth III of Scotland as a gift from King Edgar the Peaceful in the 10th century, and for nearly 600 years served as the residence for the Scottish monarchy whenever they visited England. Oh yeah, I watched that jumper from yesterday. He came out of the ground and flew over the fence. What? He came out of the ground. Okay. Kinda swear magician guy. Weird. Sorry, but Edgar the Peaceful, what a terrific nickname. His enemies must have been quacking in their boots. Hi lads, it's Edgar the Peaceful and he's carrying flowers. Ho 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 ho. The palace was demolished when Scotland unified with England, and a series of government buildings and residences were built in its place. Christopher Wren and John Melville each lived for a time in this neighborhood. When Prime Minister Robert Peel created the Metropolitan Police Service in 1829, it was decided that their headquarters would be located in this vicinity. The office's rear entrance stood on the Great Scotland Yard, therefore the police force became commonly known around the world as Scotland Yard. That the word great did make it Scotland Yard's nickname might be a statement of some kind, mind you, better than just calling it the rear entrance. Come on son, you're nicked, I'm taking you up the rear entrance. The formation of Scotland Yard unified the disparate police forces that operated in different parts of London and was an instant success. By 1874, Scotland Yard employed nearly 10,000 people and expanded in several neighboring buildings. Over 10,000 people. Green Park. Oh, this is where the hypnotic guy was. 1660, King Charles II desired to be able to walk from Hyde Park to St. James Park without having to take his feet for royal soil. Nice. He was really down to earth like that. He commissioned the creation of what he called Upper St. James Park to bridge the unreal gap between the aforementioned parks. The park was officially renamed Green Park in 1746. An explanation for the name change comes from a probably untrue story. When Queen Catherine discovered that King Charles had picked flowers from the park to give to another woman. She ordered the flower beds in the park to be removed, in a fit of jealousy, making the park entirely green. To this day, there are no flower beds in the park. Personally, I am more concerned that he was picking flowers out of a park to give some woman. What's the matter, mate? Can find a florist? In June 1840, Edward Oxford attempted to assassinate Queen Victoria as her carriage passed out just outside Green Park. He fired twice on the carriage, missed, and was subdued. This was the first of 8 attempts on the Queen's life. She was pregnant at the time. Royal correspondence. Is it like the real one? Wonder. December 16, 1867, the Queen has received Lord Stanley's letter of the 12th. She cannot doubt that his Lord Stanley wished to observe the constitutional practice of taking the Queen's pleasure before he forwards dispatches of an importance to their destination, but she cannot approve of the irregular habit which has crept in, of sending off dispatches without her sanction having been previously obtained, trusting to the power of cancelling them by telegraph, if disapproved. She would therefore certainly wish that the old custom of obtaining her approval before they are sent should be resumed. The Queen is not aware that she has ever failed at once returning any box mark immediate. And when she is at Windsor, not even a single post needed be lost by reference to her. She must also remark with respect to the dispatch in question. Therefore, dated the 9th, it was only sent from the Foreign Office on the evening on the 12th. Once again, there's too many numbers. Day by day. She must also remark with respect to the dispatch in question. Therefore, dated the 9th, it was only sent from the Foreign Office on the evening on the 10th and reached her on the 11th. The Queen would further observe that Lord Stanley's remark that there is a wide difference between the expression of a personal opinion in conversation and the formal giving of advice by the government, etc. Does not hold good, as the moment such conversations are recorded in official dispatches supposed to have received the sanction of the sovereign. They entirely lose their character as private and personal communications. I thought it's actually gonna be some kind of quotes. Something like that. Okay, over the park. Over the Green Park? No, the Green Park is this one. This is some kind of square. Is it square? Not sure if it's a good word. Oh, 50, 90, 90. And 50. Like a lot of resources from that boy.
While I ransack this house, aren't you?
Yes. I'm going to stand watch while you ransack this house.
You're going to obey the bell, aren't you?
Yes. I'm going to obey the bell.
Oh, come on. Through the window. Oh my god.
You are very much mistaken, aren't you, my child?
Yes, I'm very much mistaken.